Have you ever found yourself saying we'd spend more if it meant giving our kids a better education? If you're a parent or you're planning to start a family, chances are you've had some version of that conversation. Maybe you've heard a particular school district is the place to be. Maybe a friend told you there's only one area they'd ever consider. Or maybe you've spent hours online looking at school rankings, neighborhood reviews, and home prices, wondering, is paying significantly more for a home really worth it? It's one of the biggest questions I hear from families moving to Colorado Springs. And honestly, it's one of the most misunderstood, because the real question isn't what's the best school district. The better question is, what's the best decision for my family? Those aren't the same thing. Today, we're going to look at 3 different strategies that families use when buying a home in Colorado Springs. We'll talk about the advantages, the trade-offs, how Colorado's school choice program can influence your decision. And by the end of this video, my goal isn't to tell you where to buy. My goal is to help you feel confident making the decision that's right for your family. One thing I've learned after helping families move throughout Colorado Springs is this: parents almost never start by asking about real estate. They don't walk into my office saying, "Tulio, show me the houses with the best appreciation." Instead, they ask questions like, will my kids be happy here? Can they make friends? Is there a strong sports program? Are there opportunities for music and the arts? If my child needs additional academic support, will they receive it? Can they ride their bike to school? Will we spend more time together as a family? Those are completely different questions. And I think they're better questions, because buying a home isn't just a financial decision. It's a family decision. It's about creating an environment where your children can learn, grow, develop friendships, discover passions, and build memories they'll carry with them for the rest of their lives. That's why this conversation matters. And hey, if you want to have a conversation with a knowledgeable realtor on the Pena team, call us at 719-204-5246. Now, before we go any further, let's clear up one misconception. People often ask me, what's the best school district in Colorado Springs? The truth is, I don't think that's the right question. Colorado Springs has multiple districts that families love for different reasons. Some are known for academics, some are known for athletics, others have incredible arts programs. Some families prioritize smaller schools, others want more extracurricular opportunities. And depending on your child's personality, their interests, or even how they learn, the best school could be completely different from another family's choice. So instead of ranking districts, I'd rather help you think through your options, because that's ultimately what serves families the best. Let's talk about the first strategy. Buy a home inside the school district you want. For many families, this feels like the obvious choice. If your dream is for your kids to attend a particular school, living inside of that attendance boundary offers a level of certainty. Your child is assigned to the neighborhood school based on where you live. For many parents, that's worth a lot. There are also lifestyle benefits that often don't show up on a spreadsheet. Your kids will be able to walk to school, ride their bikes, see classmates at the neighborhood park, participate in after-school activities without long drives across town. If transportation is offered in your area, riding the bus can also become part of the daily routine. These are the kinds of experiences many parents picture when they imagine raising a family. It's not just about education, it's about community. It's about your kids feeling connected to where they live. There's something special about seeing neighborhood friends walking to school together, meeting at the local park, playing on the same sports teams, or performing together in the school band. Those moments matter. But every decision has trade-offs, and this one is no different. Homes located within highly sought-after attendance areas can sometimes command higher prices, not because the house itself is dramatically different, but because demand is higher. You're not just buying square footage, you're buying location, you're buying convenience, you're buying certainty. And for many families, that investment absolutely makes sense, especially if living within that attendance area aligns with your priorities and fits comfortably within your budget. But here's where I encourage families to pause before making a decision, because spending more isn't automatically the better decision. It's only the better decision if it helps your family accomplish what matters most to you. That's an important distinction. I like asking families a simple question. If you bought this house, what would your everyday life actually look like? Would mornings be easier? Would evenings be less stressful? Would your children have more independence? Would your family spend more quality time together? Sometimes the answer is yes. And if that's true, the additional investment may be worth every penny. But sometimes families realize they're stretching their budget so much to live inside one attendance boundary that they're sacrificing other things they also value. Maybe vacations disappear. Maybe there's less flexibility every month. Maybe they're constantly worried about unexpected expenses. That's when it's worth exploring another option. Here's something I hope every parent hears. Your children aren't going to remember what interest rate you locked in. They probably won't remember what your monthly mortgage payment was. They're going to remember family dinners, weekend hikes, soccer games, band concerts, school plays, birthday parties, vacations, time spent together. Sometimes buying a home that gives your family more financial breathing room creates opportunities for experiences your kids will remember forever. That's why there isn't one right answer. There are simply different paths depending on what's most important to your family. This is also where I think parents sometimes put unnecessary pressure on themselves. They feel like if they don't buy inside one particular attendance boundary, they're somehow failing their children. I don't believe that's true. I've seen incredible students succeed in many different schools throughout Colorado Springs. I've seen children thrive because they have supportive parents who are involved in their education. I've also seen families make thoughtful financial decisions that allowed them to invest in travel, extracurricular activities, tutoring, club sports, music, and experiences that enriched their children's lives in ways no school boundary alone could provide. Education matters, schools matter, but parents matter even more. You're the constant in your child's life. The school is one part of the journey. You are there for all of it. If this raises questions about your situation, there's a link in the description where you can get clarity or ask us directly. Every family's priorities are different, and sometimes a quick conversation can help you sort through options that make the most sense for you. Strategy number 2, buy a home that fits your budget and take advantage of Colorado's school choice program. Here's something that surprises many families relocating to Colorado Springs. You don't necessarily have to live inside a particular attendance boundary for your child to attend a school in another district. Colorado has an open enrollment system, often referred to as school choice. In simple terms, families may apply to attend school outside their assigned attendance area, or even outside their home district when space is available, and the district accepts choice applications. Now, I want to be very careful with what I say here. This is not a guarantee. Acceptance depends on availability, seats, district policies, and the enrollment process in a given year. Some schools have more room than others. Some districts receive more applications than others. And if you're considering this strategy, you'll want to understand the timelines and transportation requirements before making a decision. But for many families, this option completely changes the conversation. Instead of asking, can we afford to live inside this district? The question becomes, can we buy the home that best fits our family while still pursuing the educational opportunities we're looking for? That's a very different conversation. Let's imagine two families, Both have children entering elementary school. Both want excellent educational opportunities. Both have similar incomes. Family number one decides to stretch their budget. They purchase a home inside the attendance boundary they've always heard great things about. Their monthly payment is higher, but they love the convenience. Their kids can walk to school. Neighborhood friends attend the same school. Everything is close. For that family, it was absolutely the right decision. Now let's look at family number two. Instead of stretching their budget, they purchase a similar home just outside the attendance area. Their mortgage payment is lower. They have more financial flexibility each month because Colorado offers school choice opportunities. They apply to the school they were hoping for. Maybe they're accepted. Maybe they aren't. If they are, they've created a financial advantage while still reaching their educational goals. If they aren't, they still purchased a home they love in a community they enjoy. Neither family made the wrong decision. They simply prioritized different things. And that's really the point of this entire video. The best decision depends on what matters most to your family. One question I hear quite a bit is, doesn't everyone just want the highest rated school? Not necessarily. I've worked with families whose number one priority was academics. I've worked with families where athletics were incredibly important. Others cared most about performing arts. Some wanted specialized academic programs. Others needed additional educational support for one of their children. Every child is different. Every family is different. And that's why I don't like making blanket statements about one district being better than another. Colorado Springs is fortunate to have many districts that families speak highly of for different reasons. The goal isn't finding the best district. It's finding the environment where your child is most likely to thrive. There's another factor people don't always think about: time. Let's say you buy farther away because the home is more affordable. That decision could save you money every month. But now ask yourself, how much additional driving will your family do? Who's taking the kids to school if transportation isn't available? Will before school activities require leaving the house earlier? How about sports practices, band rehearsals, parent-teacher conferences? Those aren't reasons to avoid school choice. They're simply things to think through before making a decision. Sometimes saving money on the home is absolutely worth extra logistics. Other times, parents decide convenience is worth paying more for. Again, neither answer is right or wrong. One of the biggest mistakes I see families make is assuming someone else's priorities should become their priorities. Your neighbor may love living inside one attendance boundary. Your coworker may swear another district is the only place they'd ever buy. Social media is full of opinions, but none of those people are raising your children. They don't know your budget. They don't know your daily schedule. They don't know your long-term goals. You do. And that's why I encourage families to gather information, ask questions, tour neighborhoods, visit schools when possible, then make a decision based on their priorities, not someone else's. Strategy number 3, prioritize the life you want to build, not just the school boundary. This is the strategy that often surprises people the most, because sometimes the best house for your family has very little to do with school boundaries. Maybe it's the home where grandparents are only 10 minutes away. Maybe it's the neighborhood where your kids can safely ride their bikes. Maybe it's having a backyard where they can play every afternoon. Maybe it's a shorter commute that lets you get home in time for dinner every night. Maybe it's buying a house that leaves enough room in your budget for family vacations, club sports, music lessons, summer camps, or simply reducing financial stress every single month. Those things matter too. In fact, for some families, they matter even more. I've learned something over the years. Parents often believe they're choosing between a house and a school, but they're really choosing a lifestyle. What will mornings look like How much time will we spend together? Will weekends be relaxing or filled with driving from one side of town to the other? Will we have margin in our budget when life throws us a curveball? Those questions don't have universal answers. They have family answers. And I believe those are the answers that matter most. If you've made it through this far, I hope one thing has become clear. This video wasn't really about finding the best school district. It was about helping you make one of the biggest decisions your family will make with confidence. Because here's what I believe. There isn't one perfect answer for every family. Some families should absolutely invest more to live inside a particular attendance boundary because it aligns with the lifestyle they want, the convenience they value, and the daily experience they want for their children. Other families may discover that Colorado's school choice program allows them to purchase a home that better fits their financial goals while still pursuing the educational opportunities they're hoping for. And for others, the best decision has very little to do with school boundaries at all. It has everything to do with building the life they want. Maybe that's having grandparents nearby. Maybe it's a home where your children have room to play. Maybe it's a neighborhood where your family feels connected. Maybe it's having enough financial flexibility that you're not constantly worrying about every unexpected expense. None of those decisions are better than the other. They're simply different, and they should reflect your family's priorities, not someone else's. I also want to leave you with one final thought. As parents, we naturally want to give our children every possible advantage. That's a good thing. But sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves to make the perfect decision that we forget what our children actually need most. They need parents who are present, parents who are involved, parents who cheer for them from the sidelines, help with homework, show up to concerts, celebrate victories, encourage them after disappointments. Teachers matter, communities matter, but the greatest influence in your child's education will almost always begin at home. Don't underestimate that. So if you're starting your home search around schools, I would encourage you to slow down just enough to ask yourself a few questions. What kind of daily life do we want? What experiences do we want our children to have? How important is proximity? Would school choice create opportunities for us? How much financial flexibility do we want after we move? And perhaps the most important question, what decision will we still feel good about 5 or 10 years from now? When families answer those questions honestly, the right decision usually becomes much clearer. I've had the privilege of helping families make this decision for years. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the happiest families aren't necessarily the ones who bought in the highest rated attendance area. They're the families who bought the home that supported the life they want to build. That's the goal, not chasing someone else's version of success, creating your own. If this video helped you think through this decision a little differently, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Want to speak to a human? Call us at 719-204-5246 and check out this next video because it builds on what we've been talking about today and it'll help you take the next right step.